The Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal questioned for over 9 hours by the CBI in the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. The Chief Minister says the BJP is high on power, will jail anyone who speaks against it. Atiq Ahmed and his brother Ashraf are buried in Prayagraj under heavy security presence. The three shooters are sent to 14 days judicial custody. The three accused in the brazen murder of the gangster-turned-politician of former MP Atiq Ahmed have been sent to 14 days of judicial custody. The next hearing in the case is going to be on the 29th of April, and today the bodies of those gangster, former MP Atiq Ahmed and his brother, who were shot at point-blank range while they were in police custody in Prayagraj, were buried earlier this evening.
I come to you from just 100 meters away from that burial ground where the last rites of gangster brothers Atiq and Ashraf they have been completed. In fact, people are coming out of the burial grounds here, heavy barricading here, but the people are now coming out. Not many people were actually allowed there. Close to 40 to 50 people were allowed there. It's still, I mean, it's yet to be confirmed as to who all were actually present as far as his family is concerned. But here you can see the burial is complete. The last rites are done, and there you can see people are actually now coming out of the burial ground. There are reports of the fact that two of his sons, those who were there in, kept in juvenile justice homes, they came here, and in fact his father-in-law actually took charge of the last rites. And here you can see the kind of police deployment. In fact, rapid action forces are back in action again. Here you can see they are, they are on foot. They're making sure that nothing untoward happens. Senior police officials, rapid action forces, CRPF Jawans, all of them are on the ground, given the fact that it's an extremely sensitive area. But the news that we are bringing to you right now is that the burial, the last rites have been completed. It's extremely significant as far as Uttar Pradesh politics is concerned, given the fact that, Atiq enjoyed massive clout as far as Eastern Uttar Pradesh is concerned. The fact that he could still enjoy that kind of clout even from inside jail. There are over 100 criminal cases against him. He was recently convicted for lifetime imprisonment, in that kidnapping, in that Umesh Pal kidnapping case. So given all of that and given Atiq's history, this particular moment is extremely significant. And here, close to 40 people were actually present inside the burial ground. The police was, made sure that there was heavy barricading and not many people are actually allowed inside. And here you can see people are now coming out, and the police officials are now back in attention to make sure that nothing untoward happens. In Prayagraj with camera person Pawan Kumar, Vedant for NDTV.
And the UP government has ordered a high-level probe into the shooting incident. The Chief Minister has formed a 3-member judicial commission to investigate the incident, but many questions remain. Will these questions be answered? Will any heads roll? Atiq Ahmed, who was shot dead while he was in the custody of the UP police, had around 100 cases lodged against him, including for murder, attempt to murder, kidnapping and extortion. He represented that notorious UP phenomena, the strongman politician, a gangster-turned-politician who was patronized by political parties in power. Atiq Ahmed was a gangster and also a former MP and an accused in the high-profile BSP MLA Raju Pal's killing way back in 2005.
आज जनाजे में आप लोग नहीं गए थे, क्या कहना आप कुछ कहना? आईडी वो हम दे देंगे तुमको। नहीं गए। मेन बात ये है
The last words of one of Uttar Pradesh's most dreaded gangsters, former MP Atiq Ahmed, before he and his ex-MLA brother Ashraf were shot dead by 3 men who the police now say are seasoned criminals outside a Prayagraj hospital on Saturday night. The murder took place just 3 days after a local court granted Atiq and his brother's custody to the Prayagraj police for interrogation in a case over this February shootout in the city in which Umesh Pal, a key witness to a 2005 political murder in which Atiq was the main accused, was gunned down in broad daylight. The police had told court Atiq was behind the conspiracy to murder Umesh Pal and his custody was needed to investigate the case.
Atiq Ahmed's killing is perhaps the most shocking incident as far as UP and its politics is concerned. Given the kind of clout he enjoyed even from prison, particularly as far as Eastern Uttar Pradesh is concerned. He had over 100 criminal cases against him and he was recently convicted for life imprisonment in a kidnapping case. He was a 5-term MLA and a former MP as well.
62-year-old Atiq Ahmed's first criminal case was 44 years ago in 1979 when he was accused of murder. But he rose to prominence in the 90s and early 2000s when Uttar Pradesh experienced political instability and multiple rounds of president's rule. Reports say Atiq became the boss of an extortion and land-grabbing syndicate in the then Allahabad town and in eastern UP. This was also the time Atiq entered politics, winning the MLA election from the Allahabad West constituency in 1989 as an independent and later winning the same seat from a Samajwadi Party and Apna Dal ticket. Atiq contested the 2004 Lok Sabha polls from the Phulpur seat, once Jawaharlal Nehru's Lok Sabha seat, and won. In 2005, Atiq was named as the main accused in the murder of BSP MLA Raju Pal, his political rival. In 2006, Atiq was accused of kidnapping Umesh Pal, the key witness in the Raju Pal murder case. 2 years later, in 2008, Atiq surrendered before the UP police and was expelled by the Samajwadi Party. Out on bail later and not convicted in any case, Atiq contested both the 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha polls and lost. Atiq was arrested in an assault case in 2017 and then moved to the Sabarmati prison in Ahmedabad in 2019 on Supreme Court orders after being accused of orchestrating a kidnapping while in jail. This brazen daylight killing of Umesh Pal, the 2005 political murder witness, in Prayagraj this February, in which Atiq's son Asad, now killed in a political encounter, was one of the shooters. And this political war of words between CM Adityanath and Akhilesh Yadav in the Vidhan Sabha a day later led to a fresh crackdown on Atiq. In the past month, the gangster cum politician was brought to Prayagraj from the Sabarmati prison twice, both times by road, with the media following every move. Ironically, Atiq's killers posed as media persons to get access, according to the police. Atiq's rise in crime and politics in UP mirrored that of Mukhtar Ansari, another East UP politician and dreaded mafia don who first won an MLA election on a BSP ticket in 1996 before switching parties for multiple MLA terms. After Yogi Adityanath, whose politics was centered in East UP's Gorakhpur, as the head of the Gorakhnath temple and multiple-term MP from the seat, became UP Chief Minister in March 2017, Ansari and his family have faced multiple criminal cases and the police say property or land worth over 200 crore rupees was freed from the Mukhtar Ansari gang. But with Atiq's killing, questions are being asked on how such a brazen murder could take place. With Vedant Agarwal and Saurabh Shukla, Alok Pandey, NDTV.
And the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was questioned for nearly 9 hours by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the liquor policy case. He was questioned as a witness in a case which investigators say involves corruption in the framing of the liquor policy to benefit a liquor lobby. Speaking to the press after these 9 hours of questioning, the Delhi Chief Minister said he was convinced that they don't have anything on us, not a single piece of evidence, Mr. Kejriwal told reporters after reaching home from the CBI headquarters in the national capital, adding that he will discuss more about this issue in the special session of the Delhi Assembly called by the Aam Aadmi Party government tomorrow, that is Monday. The LG has already raised issue with this special session.
जितने प्रश्न उन्होंने पूछे उन सब के मैंने जवाब दिए। जैसा मैंने सुबह भी बोला था कि हमारे पास कुछ छुपाने को नहीं है और ये पूरा का पूरा कथित एलिज्ड शराब घोटाला झूठ है, फर्जी है और गंदी राजनीति से प्रेरित है। आम आदमी पार्टी एक कट्टर ईमानदार पार्टी है। ईमानदारी, कट्टर ईमानदारी हमारी बेसिक आइडियोलॉजी है और किसी भी हालत में हम मर जाएंगे, मिट जाएंगे, लेकिन अपनी ईमानदारी के साथ कभी कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे और यही कारण है कि वो जबरदस्ती हमारे ऊपर कीचड़ फेंकना चाहते हैं।
Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation for over 9 hours in connection with this Delhi liquor policy case. Kejriwal joined the investigation post 11 a.m. and he was questioned till 8:30 p.m. Over 9 hours of questioning, drilling by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Though sources maintain that Kejriwal is still a witness in this particular case, the agency wanted to get further clarity on some of the important issues that cropped up during the course of the investigation. One such issue is that C. Arvind, the Danics officer who was the then secretary to former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, during his statement before a court, he had told the officials that sometime in mid-March 2021, he was summoned to the residence of Kejriwal, and that's where Manish Sisodia handed over a pen drive that contained the draft policy, which was subsequently finalized as the final draft of the policy. And that's where the agency wanted to get more information on this particular meeting, whether this particular meeting was chaired by Kejriwal. If so, what was the agenda of this particular meeting is something that the agency wanted to know, because according to our sources, this particular pen drive had the enhanced profit margin of 12%, and that's where the agency wanted to know what's the basis of enhancing the profit margin from 6 to 12%. And also, very importantly, according to our sources, the Delhi liquor policy was placed before the cabinet twice. On both the occasions, it was deferred, and only when the LG ordered an inquiry into this entire matter, and that's when the cabinet again this particular policy was brought before the cabinet, and again the cabinet headed by Kejriwal cleared it, and that's where the agency wants to know. Agency wanted to know why wasn't it cleared? Why was it deferred twice without being cleared when it was placed before the cabinet? Or the kind of information that the agency wanted to know from Kejriwal. And what we are being told is that after 9 hours of questioning, his statement has been recorded, and he has not been served any further summons. With camera person Kanan Patra, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.
Today was a long day for Arvind Kejriwal as his questioning with the CBI went on for about 9 hours. And Arvind Kejriwal also did a press conference at his residence after the CBI questioning, and he said that 56 questions were asked to me from the starting of the liquor policy from 2020 to the end of it. And now after my questioning, I'm even more convinced that CBI doesn't have anything on us. They do not have any iota of evidence, and we stand for anti-corruption. We stand for good governance, and that's why the BJP is scared of us, and that is why they want to finish us through the misuse of the investigation agencies. That's what Arvind Kejriwal said. Tomorrow he has called a special session of the Delhi Assembly where he is going to discuss with all his party leaders and MLA as to what the future course of action is going to be as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. But now it is not just an investigation. It is not just about the alleged liquor scam. It has become a full-blown war between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Arvind Kejriwal and all the party leaders, all the party workers are also trying to convert it into Arvind Kejriwal versus Narendra Modi. That's the political strategy being taken by the Aam Aadmi Party, and that's the political messaging they are trying to send out. With camera person Sudesh Kumar, I'm Tanushree Pandey for NDTV.
And let's go across to poll-bound Karnataka, where Rahul Gandhi returned to the Kolar gold fields, where he had made that controversial Modi surname remark in 2019. And the former Karnataka Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar announced that he is resigning from the BJP after he was denied a ticket for the state assembly elections. Shettar now looks set to join the Congress tomorrow in the presence of Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK Sivakumar.
people of Karnataka will not forgive Jagdish Shettar and Lakshmana Saudi.
A visibly upset B.S. Yediyurappa, BJP's parliamentary board member and Karnataka's four-time unlucky CM, openly criticized BJP stalwarts Jagdish Shettar and Lakshman Saudi for quitting the party. A late-night, last-minute effort by BJP's top leaders Prahlad Joshi, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai at the doorsteps of former Chief Minister and rebel former BJP leader Jagdish Shettar's residence was unsuccessful.
I wanted only MLA seat for the Hubli-Dharwad Central. Okay. Why given a ticket to 76 old people in the Tripareddy 76 and Tipeswamy 76, Karjol, so many people who are 72. I am 67. So many elder persons are there, 60, 72, 73, 74, 76. Why they are not replaced? Why not?
Shettar was offered a union minister berth and a Rajya Sabha seat, but a defiant Shettar rejected the offer and instead has threatened the BJP that denying him a ticket will cost the BJP nearly 20 to 25 seats in North Karnataka.
ಸಶಕ್ತವಾಗಿದೆ ಇಂಥ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಸಂಗಗಳನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಷ ಎದುರಿಸಿದೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಜಗದೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಗಳೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
While the BJP is busy firefighting and doing some damage control after denying tickets to BJP loyalists, Rahul Gandhi began his first election rally post his disqualification in Kolar, Karnataka. In what is seen as a mark of defiance, Rahul Gandhi was in Kolar today, addressing the Jai Bharat rally. Mr. Rahul Gandhi remains defiant. In fact, he made a comeback right here in Kolar district of Karnataka, where he made that controversial Modi surname remark back in 2019 ahead of Lok Sabha elections. In fact, he did, of course, issue a statement saying that whether he is disqualified or sent to jail, it makes no difference to him.
यूपीए ने कांग्रेस पार्टी ने 2011 में कास्ट बेस्ड सेंसस किया। पूरे देश की जातियों का डेटा उस सेंसस में है। मोदी जी, आप ओबीसी की बात करते हैं, उस डेटा को आप पब्लिक कर दीजिए, पता लग जाए देश में कितने ओबीसी हैं, कितने दलित हैं, कितने आदिवासी हैं।
Rahul Gandhi's scathing attack on the Prime Minister Modi was seen by the BJP as an insult to other backward classes. Mr. Gandhi has refused to apologize for his comment, despite his subsequent conviction and disqualification. Will induction of new faces and also showing door, especially to old-timers, will that give a win for the BJP? Or the Congress, who's riding high on the anti-incumbency aspect and also cashing in on the BJP's rebel, what will it be? Karnataka will decide when it goes to polls on May 10th. In Kolar, with Kumar, Srija for NDTV.